Okay, that's better, right? Yeah, that's better. That's better. Much better. Yeah. What was I going to do? I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. This. A little bit of grime up top. Hello? 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 No. Yeah, okay, it works. Hey, Lynn McCurdy. Got a kink in your neck? Is it better? Okay. Um, so I got some AK streaking grime, and I have some AK rust streaks, and this is what it looks like when you do it. Grime looks like this when you do it. Okay. I've already did a little whitewash to. So let me show you this side. I did a little whitewash to dull everything. First I did dull coat, then I did a dry brush of white, real thin down. I have white that I use. It's really thin down. It's mostly water. Can you guys hear me okay? And then this is dry brushed. Okay. This is dry brushed Vallejo Mono Air. Pretty thin. Cement gray. This is what I use for my silos. And then I just take a big brush, right? And put some paint in my cup over here. And then on the side next to me, I have a little box that I take most of the paint off. And then I just apply it's like dirt, dust, dirt, road grime. That's what I do there, right? I'm doing this car different than I did my other cars. If you haven't, let me go get my other car. Let me be back. All right. So, what's the bottom? So this is a car I did a while, I don't know, a month ago or so. Um, and this is the grime. All this is grime, dry brushed and dropped down. Um, Underneath is just like a airbrushed, and I put some dirt, kind of like different places. Um, this was same stuff that's up here. This dark color was I think I think it was, yeah, this is it. Uh, Dark gray. Yeah. This is it here. And that's airbrushed. That's all airbrushed. Uh, Mono power, dark gray. This is the old bottle, and this is what it looks like now. This is the new bottle. Okay. And this is kind of thick. It's not thin. So I thin it out in my airbrush. And I'll thin it out with, this is what I thin it out with, Vallejo airbrush thinner. So what I'm going to do with this car here. Any questions? Nope. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this is one side I'm going to airbrush, right? I'm going to do everything in airbrush, and this side I'm going to do everything in dry brush, just to see, like, eventually, like I'm going to lay down this cement color, this gray color, right, in airbrush here, right, and then on the ends I'll do the same, right, and on the top I'll do the same airbrush. I just want to see what it looks like, if it looks different. So what I do like about, I don't know if you can see, you can kind of see, like, see how, like, it's got streaking going down, and that's coming from the brush. Airbrush isn't, that's coming from this, and airbrush isn't going to do that. So I'm going to see how I like that undercolor, that first color, with some vertical streaks in it, and I'll go from there. So, any right or wrong? No, not really. I don't, I just go and figure it out later. This is the first time I'm trying this stuff. It looks good there. We'll see if it looks good here. Give it a little shake. I'll try, what I'll do is I got a piece of styrene, and I'll mess around with that on there. So what I always do is I'll work from the cap lid, not from the bottle. I'll get everything I want from the cap lid. And I like this big fluffy wide brush. So I'll dip into it, get some on there, get some off on my cardboard, right? And now I'll see. It's going to react different because there's nothing on here. So yeah, I kind of like how it's going. It seems pretty easy. And it'll look different on there because on the car body itself, because it's going to have other things on it, And there's still a lot on there. So this stuff is mineral spirits based. It's so it takes a long time to dry, somewhat. So like you can really work it, right? You see how like you can like fade it like that if you just keep rubbing it. That's a nice thing about these AKs, and even Vallejo has some that are the same way. This Vallejo is the same way. It's oil based, it's enamels. They're enamels, and they take a long time to dry. So like you could blend like that, right? And then the nice thing is it's still damp. It's still not dry. It's going to take a long time to dry. If you don't like it, you just take some mineral spirits, clean it up, right? And then you could just like go right to your next color if you wanted to and blend them. I've never I've never done that before. So like I'll dip it, and get a lot of it off, and then it's there. it's hard to see. Like there's like dark colors up top here, right? Because there's not a lot on the brush, right? And then I guess let me see if I go back in here. Yeah. And if I want it darker, let me try a different brush. So if I want this brush, I think I'll try this brush, little brush. So that lets you get like deeper streaks, you know, more like pronounced, not faded back. And you could just mess with it, you know. Weathering cars is not hard. It's not, there's no wrong, there's no right. Um, I mean, some people will say, like, you know, even parts of me say this doesn't look good, but some people say it looks good. Um, there's no rights and wrongs. And, you know, the nice thing about it is I can change all this. I can just go back and spray more of the this base color over all these patches that I kind of like. They're a little too bright for me. Like I think I will do that. Like I'll just go in there and dry brush over them a little bit. They're just too pronounced for me, you know. Um, at a certain angle, they're not bad, but like if you're looking at them just like this, I think they're too much. But that's the best thing about it. You could just go back and change it. Southern Jersey corridor. Hey, Ralph in Berlin, Washington Avenue. If you would like to come. Well, I'm right here. So thanks anyway, buddy. I'm a little busy. Yeah, I mean, I don't really. Ralph in there's only a couple trains. You know, you sit there for an hour, you catch two trains. I don't really Ralph NJT that much unless there's something on it special. And you know, I don't really care about the regular locomotives. I know one day they'll all be gone, but I'm not really interested in them. You catch anything yet? You can see it's like really, really faint, right? There's not a lot there. I'm just taking my time and seeing, messing with it. You know, I've never used it before, so I want to uh, see how it goes. See, that's cool. I like that look, right? I really like that. So it's like, you know, you know, there's, you gotta mess with it, right? There's no, you know, oh, dip it in there and then dip it off, you know, get it off, dip it in your paint, then get most of it off. I don't know, you know, it's like you just, you're just like, it's random, right? You know, again, don't stress out about it. Just have some fun, relax, and so it's hard for me to see chat because I'm really just watching what I'm doing. And yeah, that looks pretty cool. I like that. I'm not going to do this a lot. Like, I'm not going to make this like really. Um, weathered really heavy. Like, I'll do the sides and then I'm going to do the tops pretty good, right? But nothing like my other two cars that I did. But I like that. And I wanted this to be different than those instead of, like a dark color of dirt and grime. And I wanted this to be lighter and just different. I don't want them all to be the same. Is anybody still here? Yeah, 3 people. What's up, Lynn and Joseph? How you guys doing? You guys alright? Hey, Zoe, what's up? Where you been? Hey, South Jersey, did you catch any trains? What you been doing, Zoe? What's going on? I caught a couple trains today. They changed the schedules. Uh, trains have changed the schedules. Really messed me up now. I can't catch my train at like 1 o'clock anymore. Coming back now, it's like comes back around 6, 7 o'clock. Can't stand it. So like, what you can do, like when you get too much like that, you can pick it up and bring it over. And you really want to get under there too, right? Because rust never sleeps. It's everywhere. And you really want to get in there. So like I could just drag it all down, right? Drag it all down. And if I don't like it, if I think it was too much, you see how it just that little bit, right? You're pulling this little bit of stuff right here and you're just using that everywhere. And just get in there and rub it. And one spot can be darker than the other. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you get up in there. You want to get up in here. Like you see in there, you want to get up in there. I kind of wish they didn't have the roof walks on them so that you could get in there better. But that's alright. Just get a smaller brush. Something like this. Dab some off. And like you could like see how I got it on this piece of styrene. I could pick up off of that too. So this to get all up in there, you'd probably be better off spraying it. But I don't want to spray stuff through mine. I don't want to spray this stuff through my airbrush. Just don't want to. So it's just, a little patience and you see, like, I'm not really dipping my brush much. I'm just picking things up and hopefully getting in there. Maybe I'll get a smaller brush. I like these little wide brushes for this sort of stuff. Let me try this brush. What's up, Digger? Did you dull coat first? Yes, I dull coated first. Nice NS car. Yeah, it is. It's not a bad NS car. Yeah, so just to this is the other side. So I dull coated, right? Sprayed dull coat over the entire car and all the parts, and then I whitewashed, which is just it's mostly probably 80% water and probably 90% water, 10% color. It's mostly water. And then I take this and I dry brush it over the whole car with with this wide brush, right? Just to dull it all up, and you know, it's not brand new, so I just want to dull it, right? Then I do that, right? And then I started doing rust streaks, right? Looks like that, right? And that's what all this is, dry brushed. So I'm just working from my cap, which is here, and getting stuff off, and then dry brushing. You want to go down, right? You want to go down. You don't want to go crossways if you can. Like up top, I'm going crossways, but eventually I'm going to start going down, right? Like that. As rust streaks go down, right? You know, follow the contour of the car. It goes down, goes down, goes down. And then there's spots here that I'll just accent with some panel liner. Just some Tamiya panel liner. Colonel Cottonbelt, what's up? Did you do a pin wash? No, no pin wash. No, I just told everybody what I did. Did you not hear me? First I did dull coat, then I did a dry brush of a white, watered down white, and now I'm doing AK rust streaks, and that's what this is. This is rust streaks. I'm just going down, right? That's it. I will do I don't know what a pin wash is per se. I'll do panel liner on some of these body lines, you know. I'll do panel liner there, but I don't know what a pin wash is. So I always work from the cap. So I'll put my cap back on, give it a shake. See how I get stuff in the cap? I don't dip into the bottle. And that's it. Then I'll get it on my brush. Like, that's a lot, right? Right? Then I'll get it up here. Maybe I'll pick some of that up and bring it down. I'll use this as my palette, you know? And everybody's got their own technique of doing stuff. You know, some people just use powders. I saw a dude do powders, and he mixed his powders and mineral spirits and made like a paste. I've never seen anybody do that before. And like, if I didn't like any of this, right, I could just go back with mineral spirits, clean it all off. That's the good thing about So yeah, just go back, get some mineral spirits, and say like I don't like that area, right? Right? And just cleans it up. It's the good thing about enamels. They take a long time to dry, and you can keep working them. You keep moving them around. Like now that I got that, right? I got some mineral spirits on my thing. I can pick up some of this stuff on my palette and come back, right? You can't do this stuff with acrylics. Like that stuff would be dry if it was acrylic, right? But I can come back and pick it up and still work it. I really like these AKs and these Vallejo enamels. They're really nice for weathering stuff. This stuff works really nice. They got all different kinds. Crusty stuff, dust deposits. Where's my crusty one? I think this is crusty. It's kind of like, it kind of looks like that. How it's dark, but you can get, there's like grit in it. It's kind of like gritty. You got to stir it up. Paint wash is using a black wash, but just on crevices to make the models detail pop. Yeah, so that would be something like this panel liner, right? It's a panel liner. This is enamel too. Yeah, so it's kind of like got this little tiny brush, right? A little teeny tiny brush, right? And then, right, you would take it like there's a panel line right here, right? And see how it runs? It starts running because it's so thin. But yeah, I'll do that too. I use many different colors and acrylics and enamels. I like mixing up powders too. Yeah, I like the Tamiya Weatherine Masters. Very, I know. Tamiya Weatherine Masters. Is it like comes in a jar like this? Never seen them. Yeah, like I said, everybody's got their way of doing things, right? Pick something and see this stuff is still wet, right down here. Everybody's got their certain things that they like, products that they like to use, and there's no right and wrong. You know, there's just no right and wrong. I mean, it's just whatever you want to do. Like some people just do, like I've seen some guys just take like acrylics and like water them down super, like a lot, like, and just paint the whole model that way, right? And then that's their way of weathering, you know? There's no way, there's no difference. There's no wrong or right or. You get a little brush to get inside these little. Because you want these ribs to be. You want stuff on these ribs. At least I do. Rust is everywhere. Colonel Cottonbelt, what's going on? Will you send out a email when you ship so that I can be on the lookout for things? Yeah, like if you're messaging me, I can't look at your messages now. Whoever's messaging me. I can't even read messages on my phone. I have to turn around to my laptop and see what you're saying. Sorry if you can't see, but I got my phone a certain set distance, and here we go. Shnikes. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I want to do up there. I would like to get a car. I'd like to get something on it. I don't know. Would it be darker up there? Let me put a little grime up there and see what that looks like. Yeah, that's not bad. I don't care if it's dark or not. You're really not going to see it. Nobody's going to. No, I mean, somebody might pick the car up and start examining it. You know? But that's okay. Waycross Strange, what's up? Hi, Tammy. You here? Hi, Tammy. No, I'll send you a link. Sitting at the tracks eating lunch. Yes, I will. You can look at it later. Okay. What are you having for lunch? Zoe, what you been doing? You've been Ralphing in NJT, I say. Do you hang out with that South Jersey dude that's in here now? Were you Ralphing with him? I took off today. I wasn't feeling good last night. So I took off. Feeling better. I got a stomach bug. That's the first time I took off in a long time. Since my COVID thing a couple of years ago. So that's where I'm at now. I don't know. See, I'm kind of liking how that streaking is going there. Not been coming to your streams because I have been dealing with some stuff. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, Zoe. Reason why I haven't been coming. Well, I hope things are working out for you, Zoe. Don't get too crazy. Yeah, I really like this rust one. Streaking rust. Yeah, I didn't like the place where I buy this stuff, Jason. They don't have that Tamiya stuff you're talking about. Never even heard of it. What is? Is it an enamel or is it an acrylic? What is it? Sonic Smash Burger. Got two trains. Second one going by now. Are you live streaming? The reason why I told me this and I was dealing with depression too, Joey. It was bad. Yeah, I know, Zoe. It can be bad. You'll be okay. Don't be depressed. Don't be depressed, Zoe. Be happy. See, now I want to mess with this car. That's too much. See, look, I did this car a while ago, and now I'm just changing, adding something to it. You know, it's okay. Picking up all kinds of stuff from over here. So I noticed, like, when it's wetter, when this stuff is wetter on your brush, right? Like, like now, like, watch. It makes more pronounced streaks, and then when there's not a lot on it, it kind of blends, you know. But then, like, you could go back over it, right, and get some highlights, right? Because remember, it's enamel. It's never drying. It takes a long time to dry, and it's just real light pressure, right? You're barely kissing the surface, barely kissing it. So get yourself, like, this is just a sign that I got. Get yourself some for sale signs and practice things, and just to get the pressure right, right? Flip your brush. Practice makes perfect. Yo, Wigwag, what's up, poser? You hear my scanner? Never too much weathering. Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. I've seen some pretty nasty cars out there, man, that were like horrible looking, like disgusting. Like, you couldn't even, like, it would be like all this rust color, the entire car. The car would be this color, right? A light color. You know it is because you see the ends and things, parts of it. You know it's a light colored car, but like the entire car would be rusted, like solid rust, like just solid, not even streaking. So, you know, there's no right, there's no wrong. I keep telling people that. You know, people say, oh, I wish I could weather, I wish I could weather. Well, I mean, I wish I had $1 million too, but I don't. And anybody can weather. Anybody can get $1 million if they put themselves to it. So anybody can weather. It's not hard. It's really easy, and you don't need all this stuff to do it. Okay, you don't need all this stuff to do it. It's just, you know, it's like everything else. Okay, um, what can I equate it to? If you're baking cakes, and you know, It's nice to have some sugar around and, some other ingredients to go with it. So it's nice to have these things around, but you don't need them. I mean, maybe baking a cake is wrong, but you know what I mean. There's so many ways. You could just use powders. You could just use pencils. You could use chalks. You could use acrylics, and that's it, and be done with it. People who wear makeup are already weathering professionals. Yeah, this is true. People who do wear makeup are weathering professionals. I've used makeup for weather in the past. You've used makeup? Like what kind of makeup, Lynn? Like eyeliner and things like that? How does that stuff stay on? Yeah, it's nice to have Festool, but you can get by with Ryobi. Okay? Exactly, Cosmin. Exactly. You know, regular Phillips heads are nice, right? But square drive heads are a lot better. Torx heads are a lot better for screws, right? They all hold stuff, but um, yeah, maple's nice. Pine is okay. They're both woods. They both do the same thing. It's just what you want to work with. You should see the looks I get from the cashier. Why do you get looks? What kind of looks do you get? Would they talk funny about you, Lynn? So what I'm going to do for those that just popped in, right? This side I'm doing everything with a brush, right? And I will do the streaking and stuff, but I want to do um, I want to do like I did. I dry brushed this right over this on the other side. I dry brushed this over my fade. Now on this side, I want to airbrush it just to see what it looks like and just to get some time on the airbrush. And yeah, so I think it'll be okay. So I'll do that, and then I'm going to airbrush the bottom. I dry brushed, but I'm going to airbrush this darker color on the bottom, right, to make for grime, uh, like road grime. So that's what I'm going to do. And then the ends, the ends, the nice thing about these kits, the ends are separate. So I'll weather these up too. Not sure how, what I'll do, but yeah, that's that. And then the top, I'm not going to do dark like the other one. I think I'm going to do this up top, airbrush this up top. And then I'll do my walkways. Um, I'll dry brush my walkways with something. But I'll use this as a base up there somewhat. I don't know. I don't know. It's figure it out as you go, you know. But I kind of like what's going on there. I'll probably get some more like road grime down here. Maybe light grime instead of dark grime. That's kind of like maybe I'll use some of this down there. Dirt and dust deposits. I don't know. I don't know. And you see, like this stuff, I could still pick up off of this stuff. Like this stuff, I still get some of this up, right? You can see, you could still blend it, blend it, blend it. You can keep working this, right? Bring it over here, bring it over here. You couldn't do this with acrylic. This would all be dry by now. You couldn't do this with acrylic. eyeliner and other makeup, oil bases. Guy buying a bunch of makeup. Maybe they thought you were in the band Kiss, where you were a drag queen. All right, Jason, have a good night. Take care, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Maybe they thought you were a drag queen, Lynn. That's funny. That guy must be a drag queen. He bought a lot of makeup. See, like I'm doing something that I said I wasn't going to do. But like you see, like it throws some color up on that walkway. And I haven't dipped back into my cap at all. This is all just what's on my brush and what I picked up on this this little dry board that I'm using. Now they got now I don't know if you guys see like wet palettes. A lot of people are using wet palettes for acrylics. I'm guessing it's just water on this palette, and they're mixing colors in it. I don't know. I don't know. It's another thing. You know, there's so many techniques and so many different ways to do things. So the only way you're going to get good at something is to keep doing it, and the only way you're going to get good with a product, whatever it is, whether it's this or this or my trees or this stuff, like just regular like cracker barrel, like Walmart paint, like 50-cent paint, is to keep using it and keep messing with it and keep trying different things with it. That's the only way you're going to get good with things. Okay. Some things help you get better because it's like a shortcut. Like this is a shortcut, right? So you can use oils and tubes. A lot of people do that. There's so much stuff out there. It's like there's so much paints and effects, you know, weathering effects products out there. It's mind-boggling. You can't buy them all. Buy some that you've seen people use or buy some that your store carries and mess around with it. That's the only way you're going to get good with it. It took me a while to get used to working with acrylics. What's up, Dave? How you doing? How you doing, Dave? What's going on? Yeah, so yeah, I mean, you just gotta keep messing with it. Like, yeah, I mean, I like these, okay, because I can keep messing with them. Digger, can you keep messing with acrylics? Like, once you apply acrylics, can you keep messing with them like enamels? Yo, Wigwag, what's up? What's going on? You know, and I haven't cleaned my brush or nothing. Like, I'll just go and dip into something else with this brush, just because I don't feel like cleaning it. But that's the nice thing about it. Like, I could just go over, grab some of this. That's another oil based. See, like, this is thick, right? This stuff is thick. I had to add stuff to it and pick some up. Pick some up. Now I'm going to put it on the bottom and see. And that's like dust and stuff coming up from the road. Right? See, it's a little heavy. I pick it up. Just keep working it. Right? And then I'll come back later and do the ladders, make them grungy looking, and it's just a different color, a different layer. That's it. And I didn't clean my brush. I'm not going to. So I really, I don't care if I pick something up here, right, and bring it here. I don't care because it's all part of it. It's all part of, especially this, the front of the car. There's a lot of road grime that gets put up. The ladders get, the ladders aren't going to be that bright. Like, see how those ladders are bright? They're not going to be like that. You got to get in there, scrunch it. And this is, you can airbrush that and it not be that bad. And that's another thing I like about these kits, right? There's nothing here. So I can airbrush this, right? And that's what I'll do. I'll airbrush the back of it, airbrush all in here, right? Get it dark, right? That's what I'll do. And I can do all that, right? You can't do that with a model that's together, and then I could weather this, the the front and the back walls up, the inside walls that go in here, right? Go in like that, right? I can weather these up, apply all the things that I need to apply to this, right? There's a little uh, canister that goes in there. Somewhere it is. I don't know. Somewhere in my box. Hope I didn't lose it. Yeah, it's somewhere. Somewhere in my box. Huh. I wonder if I lost it. That'll suck. I think I lost it. Oh no, there it goes. The air reservoir. That goes in there, so, you know, it, I love these kits. These kits are so nice to put together. They're the best. That has to be CA11, Joey. CA11 where, Zoe? I'm watching a rail cam. I'm watching Hummel's Town rail cam. That's what that was. It wasn't CA11. Then stepping in and out, picking for our trip to packing for your trip tomorrow. Where are you going, Lynn? Kalamazoo? Where are you heading? What's happening, Dave? Anything good? What's going on in your world? Where did Wigwag go? Wigwag left? I was running trains earlier. So that was okay. Just checking to see how things were. Had a couple little problems where I did those um, embedded tracks in the concrete. Had some glue on the tracks, so I had to clean that up. But other than that, it's been a good day so far. At work? What's going on at work? Anything? I guess you can chat at work. Like, all this stuff is still, like, stuff is still wet, right? Right? It's still wet. Because it's enamel. It doesn't dry fast. Right? And that's a different look. But yeah. I'm going to hang here for another 30 minutes. Alright, Zoe. 12 days, then back for a week. Almost New Brunswick, Canada? Then driving up to Montana for a couple weeks. Nice. What are you going to do in Montana? Anything good? Watch the deer and the antelope play? Montana, big sky country. Yeah, Zoe. You know, don't get too depressed over things, Zoe. You're too young to be depressed. The Scott Waycross trains, where did he go? He's at work too, probably. Yeah. Hear that train? Let's go into Harrisburg. Visiting the wife's daughter in BF, her son and 6 kids in Montana, then over to Pendleton to see her sister. Wow, you got a lot of traveling to do, Lynn. Are you driving everywhere? That's a lot of traveling. It's a lot of traveling, man. Someday. And then what I'll probably do. So I want to spray this. Yeah, I think I'm done. Let's see. This panel liner stuff, sometimes it works nice, sometimes it runs good, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. I think it's because, like, I should dull coat it, right? If I dull coated it right now, I think this would run better. Right, Digger? I say right, Digger? I say right, Digger? I say right, Digger? Like, you won't even see this. Like, this is... So, like, yeah, it runs better. See how it runs? Watch it. It's cool how it runs. Reminds me of flux and soldering stuff. You flux things up and things run. Everything runs. It just runs. Runs like a little scared cat. You won't see them. There'll be caps on them. I'm just messing around. See, this is how you learn things. You just gotta try. Try it in places where you won't see. Like, if you want to weather in here, right? Weather inside the car, right? Right? See how it runs? People won't see that. right? Just weather in there, right? See what you're messing around with, right? Get yourself some for sale signs and mess with them. But it's ideal for picking out details. Gloss makes it run for fun, but then you need to dry it and then dull coat it. Okay. Yeah, it's good for picking up details. What are you doing, Wigwag? What are you doing over there? I need my little magnifiers. What are you doing, Wigwag? See what's like this car only has a rib going this way and a rib going here. Probably because there's maybe because there's just two bays and there would be nothing in the middle. Like there would be nothing here, nothing here. I don't know how accurate this car is. I just don't know. I don't know. Like I always like dip it off and get some of this excess off. I have to do this off camera. See, I don't want to run. Don't want to run. Don't want to run. Run. Run for me. But that's okay. Yeah, so what I'll do on the other side, I'm going, like, once I do all this on the other side, before I get to this, I'm going to dull coat it and see how this runs when I dull coat it. It just takes like a really light pressure. You gotta be really light with it, especially on these little tiny lines. I'm not good at that. I don't like that. That's okay. Take some streaking, get some of that off, and just. Oh yeah, I like them. So I'm just turning the brush and using the thin end. Don't be afraid to experiment. Don't be afraid to experiment. It's okay. It's okay to experiment. Even on your car, it's okay. Little details on the frame and stuff really pop with panel liner. The frame, like down here, like around these things, around these things, around these little pockets, right? Let's try it, Digger. Yeah, experimenting is mandatory. It's all an experiment. Listen, your life is an experiment. Okay? I got news for you. Your life, it's an experiment. Like, I know if I put it around the steps, right, it'll run around there. Those little rivets on the steps. Right? See how it makes them pop compared to that, right? And listen, you can get as carried away as you want or do as little as you want. You don't need to get crazy. But for me, this is relaxing, right? I'm so chilled out right now. I feel like I smoked 2 joints or had a beer or 2 or 3. So it's relaxing for me. So I don't mind doing all this, right? It's okay. And go up here, I got these 2 little bolts. Right? And, up this close, you'll see it. But further back, you still see it. You'll still see it further back. Yeah, round those. 86, branch line over. Yeah, I find it really relaxing doing the weathering and details too. Yeah, it's totally relaxing. Yeah, it's just totally relaxing. Listen, if this stresses you out, then don't do it. Okay, you shouldn't be stressed out at doing this stuff. This should relax you. Really, it should. This isn't stressful. Life is stressful, and this is like your escape from life. This is like some people take all kinds of medication, and that's fine. But this can be your escape from things. Relaxing. Relaxing at your bench, doing something. Whether it's modeling or painting, you paint by numbers, uh, doing adult pencil coloring, with the pencils, knitting, crocheting, whatever. You need something to relax yourself and relax your mind. What you do today, Wigwag? Chill out? Did you have a smoke? Have a bourbon? Folks used to laugh at me because I enjoy building tank tracks. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like it's. I used to laugh at you. I say you're crazy doing that stuff, but it's what you like to do, right? It's how you relaxed, right? It's what you like to do. Some people might say you're crazy for trying to paint those little tiny bolt heads, right? You're crazy for spending, you know, hours weathering a car. You're just crazy. But to me, it's like it's relaxing. It's same thing with building something. You build a model. It's relaxing. It's relaxing to do this stuff. Some people relax smoking weed. I relax doing this. Worked on the little room switch. Okay. Digger, is your electrician dude all done? Yeah, so like right now I would be listening to some music, but I can't because I'll get a copyright. I would be listening to some cello music. Cellos. They relax me. Cosmin plays the cello. I listen to Cosmin playing the cello. Exactly. All your cares go away. Zoe, if you picked up something and did a hobby, whether it's like paint by numbers, crosswords, whatever, find something to do to keep your mind busy so you don't worry about things that are happening. I mean, eventually you got to deal with them, okay? But your mind needs a little break, and you got to find something to give you a little break. Whatever it is, play your video games, uh, whatever. Who's got second fix to do once the paneling is done? What is the second fix? What is that? So like, what like you mean like you're paneling your wood? He's gonna come and like put your outlets in. Is that what he's gonna do? Like put your face plates on and things like that? Take a picture of what you got so far, Digger. I want to see what you got so far, what it looks like. Yeah, so like I like what that rust did to that. I might add a little more because I kind of like it. Yeah. Let me see if this is still wet down here. Yep, still wet down there. Still wet down here on my palette. I can still pick it up, but I know it's not going to do what I want it to do. It's not going to get like really streaky. You got to get fresh stuff. The wetter it is, the more your streaks are going to be, right? Right. So like I just dipped into my cup, right? There's my stuff down there, right? And like, watch, right? See, really wet, right? I don't want it that wet, but your streaks are really pronounced, right? Right. So now I'll go over here and Yeah, I kind of like that. And I'll do some on the other side too. Let me go pick some up. So you got layers, right? You got this dark, right? Even darker, and then you come with this light stuff. And then this is light, right? And all this is this just dragged out. That's all. That's good. I know it's early, but we're having kibasi sausage fried with onions and peppers. Not sure what the side dishes will be yet. Yeah, it is kind of early, isn't it? So 1:30. Wow, this is super early. Um, yeah, I don't know what I'm having. It's fitting the switches and faceplates. Yeah, after the laser cutting. I'll send you a pic with the enamels. You can reactivate them if you want to change things. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So I can just take my mineral spirits right here, dip my brush in there, get it off, get most of it off, right? Look, just watch. Watch this. I'm gonna get a paper towel, right? I'm gonna get most of it off and watch. Right? Basically, you could just wipe it all away. You don't like it, you wipe it all away. Wipe it all away. Start over. Or you could just go into it, reactivate it, and keep messing with it. You can't do this with acrylics. You can't do it with acrylics. It's fun. This is fun. There's nothing stressful about this. This is fun. It's fun because you can't make mistakes. You could just go back, wipe them up, and start over. Obviously, I got to get more mineral spirits on this, but look, it just wipes away, right? You have a hard time doing that with acrylics, even with like what do you call it on it? But then like what can happen is like like if you did all this with acrylics, right, and then you went back to erase it with say um, denatured alcohol, you'll start lifting everything, right? Even your even even this original paint, you'll start lifting that most of the time. Sometimes you won't, but most of the times you will. So you'll lose everything. But with mineral spirits, you just come in and clean it up, and you don't affect the surface underneath of it. And so like it's important, right, to lock in this, right? To dull coat all this and then apply something over that. because if you got to go back, then you only go back to the dull coat, right, when you want to take something off. So it's important to lock things in. You do that with woodworking too. You lock a stain in, and then you can go and do more things to it. Oh boy, 20% battery. I forgot about my phone charging. Well, that's about it. I'll be back later. Maybe in a couple hours. I'll be back on my laptop. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out and watching. I'll talk to you in a little while.